name is Zenashe, and I will now unfold the story behind that name and the lessons that it holds. 20 years ago, I worked my way through college ed. Waitressing, I paid the bills, 3 jobs in all. I've led a day arrived so full of strife, co-workers craved the fill that kept a smile upon my face when they all wanted to kill. What are you on that gives you rest? I need some of your zen, they stressed. I smiled and just confessed my faith is all I need. Fast forward 10, and once again a day arrived with rage, and in the midst of chaos others marveled at my grace. Hung around and braced my calm, my total centeredness. Again they intoed zen you see, but I did not see that in me. Until I embraced my destiny, I had to give in. It took me 20 years to see the purpose of my life. Calm and soothe and to inspire to dim the effects of strife. Ashe came next to word that means so be it, like amen. Yoruba in origin, it bonds me to lost kin. Yet deeper still, like Shayla written in the Psalms, it means be still and meditate on what you read, ponder long. Yet even more, it means my words exhale with force. They live, they breathe, they change the world. They alter my own course. A writer and a poet, this name states my destiny to exhale living, breathing words that change humanity, that encourage people to consider truth and challenge them to grow, because at the end of everything, self-knowledge must unfold. And so, now you know my purpose and you understand my plan. You have just entered the state of Zen. Never be the same again. Zenashe. And so I have a slogan. I actually have shirts that I sell at my shows, so I do have some here. If you want to get one, they're 15. So my slogan is get Zen. Everybody say get Zen.
Get Zen.
Stay Zen.
Stay Zen.
And spread Zen.
Spread Zen.
And this is actually one of the shirts. So I have different colors. But get Zen means get your head right. You need to have your head right. You need to know where you're going, have a positive attitude, just be focused, motivated. And then stay Zen, that has to do with staying centered and grounded. Keeping yourself in positive rituals, whether it's getting up and praying, doing affirmations in the morning, taking a jog, going to the gym, eating healthy, hanging around the right people, going to events where, art, like my show, like his show, where art is being spread, because that's good for the soul. And then spread Zen. Take that positivity outside yourself. So, one of my shirts, and that's my slogan. So, energy is really important. So, at my show, we do energy checks. So, we want the energy to be high. So, I want you guys to say, poetry rock.
Poetry rock.
So, okay. So I'll do another piece for you. I'm doing online dating right now. Oh. And it is, it's an experience. I'll say it that way. So I'm on Plenty of Fish and I'm on Tinder, and so I had a date not too long ago, and I actually wrote a poem about it. So this poem is called Plenty of Fish. Looked at his profile. He was sexy and fine, got excited to meet him for a glass of wine, walked into the place, stepped right through the door. A black Danny DeVito was smiling. So sure my date was behind him, I looked to the side. He tapped me on my shoulder, said, I'm your date for tonight. I stifled a cringe, studied his face for a clue. Where was the man with the fishes I knew? Much shorter than me. Balding. Ashy brown skin. He had the nerve to ask what I thought of him. I tried to be polite, avoid answering, but he pressed forward so clueless and asked yet again, Sir, the problem is this. To be frank and true, you said you were 6'1". You look more like 5'2". You boasted of fitness, but look stout and round. In fact, not a single detail from your pictures I found. I don't want to say more. I don't mean to be rude, but I've never seen nose hairs so boldly protrude. Your hair is all gray, not black. There are teeth that you lack, and surprisingly, they're clear. What's the problem with your back? Your beard is unkempt, it looks moldy and old, and you smell slightly like Munster cheese. Dark gold. I came out for some wine, but have no appetite. I think I'll bid you adieu for the night. tonight, but before I depart, I must ask, be open. Can I have the name and number of your friend? Because it's obvious you borrowed a picture from somebody you know. But I understand if you'd rather just go. A blind date does not mean that I cannot see. And it's pretty obvious you catfish me. Wasted my time, but not all is amiss. You inspired a point. Mr. Plenty of Fish. Alright, so I'll tell you about another one of my online dating experiences. So this one wasn't as traumatic. But I was at Chili's. I got there before the guy, and he drove up. He was on a Harley. I saw him get off the Harley. He had his black jacket on. He looked really cool. I was like, oh, wow, okay. Light-skinned brother. He came and sat down. And the first thing he said is, I have to warn you, I have 4 personalities. I was like, okay. I didn't know whether to get up and run or stay put. And then he started explaining, and I realized he didn't really have 4 personalities. He had 4 sides. And I started thinking, well, we all have sides. And so I started thinking, well, what would be my 4 sides? And so I wrote this poem when I got home. Prismatic, quiet, introspective, bookish and discreet, not the kind of woman to draw notice in the street. A poet, a researcher, a librarian, a geek. The sudden need to know keeps me on my feet. The wild child, the bold one, the freak with brown eyes, flirtatious, seductress, abandoned, disguised, insatiable, voluptuous, a marathon in disguise, but only in private, for one set of eyes.
Hey.
Rational, practical, cool, calm, and reserved, unclouded, unflappable, not even one nerve. Cool, calm, logical, reserved. Emotions are for suckers. Logic guides the way. Tell me what I need to know. I'll say what I must say. Don't have time for your bullshit. Don't believe your lies. Keep the flattery, the flowers. I'll look for the signs. I'll gauge what's real. I'll decide what I can trust. Seeing is believing. Understanding is a must. Calm and gentle, sweet and loyal, feminine, vulnerable, a flower on the vine. Water me with kisses, shine on me with time, feed me what I'm missing, forever I'll be thine. No thorns I have to spare me, no wire enclosure here, just a heart that's open to love, a mind that knows little fear. All 4 sides are me, like a prism reflects the sun. Can you handle the colors of my spectrum, or will they make you run? Prismatic. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, so I told you guys I'm online dating, and so I see all kinds of stuff on POF and Tinder, and so I wrote this poem about that. The point of no return. Sometimes I wonder if it's out there, the point of no return, especially after looking at Facebook posts. Damn, some of us been burned and marred and changed and scarred so badly, it's obvious to see the bitterness and suspicion broadcasted so broadly. When I divorced, I feared this most, not singleness, but spite, not loneliness, not emptiness, but losing all delight, all hope, all faith in men per se, instead seeing just dogs, users, abusers, pieces of crap, feral, worthless cogs. But I've dodged those landmines 5 years now, but still I've come so close to losing all respect for those with opposite chromosomes. You seem so different, with promises so new, but it's all lies 6 months in. Damn, what's the girl to do? Breaking up seems pointless. To do what? Restart the cycle again? Cheating seems so cliche. Should we go back to just friends? Can't change my orientation, though it did cross my mind to try. I just want to strike out and punish you because now my endless sky is broken and fragmented.